Epilogue. MAGE Unleashed. The cursor hovered over the half arrow, then clicked the play button of the online video. It was 24 minutes long. 6 months after release, it had been viewed over 3 billion times. Between the mainstream media frenzy over the sensational revelations of MAGE, the Sotomaran tribes and the interception of Necro's plans for Nadir, along with Lillian Lightstone's mini-documentary on the Rapa Nui Gene project, the whole affair was generating the kinds of discussion normally reserved for celebrities and sports stars. Nadir had been located and destroyed by the TIA, the Ondans, and a coalition of Terran navies, aided in this task by Lord Abzu and the new Nautilus king, Nevin. Fragments of Nadir, along with an exhibit as to its origins and intended use, had been put on display in public institutions around the world. The technology powering the depth charge was the subject of an international collaboration as a means of transferring a large percentage of fossil fuel-dependent air travel to the ocean. Although on a larger scale it was not faster than air, it appealed to travellers as it was much more comfortable, safer, and radically reduced ocean-going travel time compared with conventional methods. Funded by a consortium of governments, along with a number of leaders in both aviation and submarine technology, depth charging was fast overtaking air travel as the hit new way to travel as more vessels came online. The waitlist to enter MAGE was already in the millions, and there was demand for replicating the world's most incredible simulator on every continent. In order to power them, the jeweller had been engaged by the TIA to secure, or advise the location of, 4 missing Saturnian diamonds. A $400 million fee from the new body commissioning MAGE development had ensured her cooperation, and compensated her for any price she would have been able to command for the diamonds as gemstones. Kaito, director of the True Illusion Agency, who had long concealed his orchestration of the theft of the Saturnian diamonds from NASA, had emerged a hero for his efforts to secure essential superconductors far from the reach of those who would use them for destructive purposes. MAGE was an international phenomenon, a fixture on every television and radio news show, and had been the headline trending topic on social media since the initial announcement. It was a barbecue stopper, a dinner party debate, and a conversation in taxis and hair salons from Bangkok to Buenos Aires. People who had entered MAGE were not only bearing witness to the future, they had been immersed in it and had experienced what it felt like, played out in different scenarios and in ways that were personal to them. Those who had been vocal climate change deniers were, surprisingly, among the keenest to experience MAGE, though their rationale was to prove that they could withstand its effects by entering the simulator, experiencing, feeling the future, and showing it would not change their views. On leaving MAGE, their typical response was silence. Some continued to half-heartedly deride the simulator's models and assumptions, but their voices were as unconvincing as their arguments. People from all walks of life emerged from MAGE feeling stunned, scared, motivated, exultant, amazed, horrified, but all in some way irrevocably transformed. There was a feeling of agency about what was possible and what was necessary. Mission Assurance Gaia experiment was accomplishing what many had thought was unachievable. It was beginning to unite the world's people in a common purpose of designing, investing in and creating a world that provided a good life for all, without undermining the life support systems of Earth. The creators of MAGE knew that shifting consciousness was only the beginning. There was a long way to go and a lot more work to do. But finally, the tide had turned.